Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my NFL divisional round prediction. Once again in today's video, my dad will be sharing his picks as well. Couple of plugs as always. Don't forget to use code WW10 on Waggle to save a discount on any of their awesome products. Don't forget to check out G Fuel, and don't forget to use code WyattzWorld at sign up on Prize Picks to guarantee yourself to win a free $50 with your first $5 entry. But that's all I got for plugs. Let's hop into my predictions. Okay, so first game I'm predicting will be the first game of this weekend. It is Saturday at 3:30 where Buffalo goes into Denver. This is another game that I wish I could really be more confident in, and with our receivers just getting hurt more and more every week, it's hard to envision that Josh Allen's going to have a big passing game, especially going against Denver's secondary. On the other account, just like I said last week though, this is the Buffalo Bills we're talking about, a team that can beat literally any team on any given day, but it really just all depends on what team shows up. The Buffalo Bills have two faces, and that's the sad part about them. I'm worried about Josh's health. I'm worried about our team's health. Ed Oliver possibly coming back would be a big thing. I think the key things about this game are going to be trying to get James Cook involved as much as possible to save Josh's health. But also when Josh is throwing, he's got to have that lightning quick release like he just had against Jacksonville. That is the best form of Josh Allen out there. That is who you need. I'm going to pick Buffalo to win this game. I think it's going to be really close. I'll go 23-20, and Buffalo will walk out of Denver not only victorious, but also knocking out the 1 seed from the playoffs. Again, Denver, no disrespect here. This is just me supporting my team. I'm very aware of how good your team is. I expect it to be a good game. I expect more of a dogfight. Let's keep it civil. See you guys on Saturday.
Hello, WyattzWorld junkies. It's the Fossil back with some more playoff picks. Last week I shit the sheets, went 3-3. Hopefully I do a little better this week. Probably should have picked with my heart last week like Wyatt, but I wouldn't have been 6-0. I'd have been 5-1 because I'd have picked the Steelers. So let's give it a try this week. The Bills are visiting Denver. Denver with a pretty stout defense. You got Bo Nix in there with Sean Payton guiding them. I think they're going to play tough. They're rested. In Denver, everything kind of says that they should win. Buffalo goes in there. Josh Allen pulling out a miracle against Jacksonville. Still a little concerned about the Buffalo defense, but I just, it's hard to go against Josh Allen, but I just think Denver is going to have enough to win this game. I like Denver to win this game. Sorry, Wyatt. 19-16.
Now moving on to Saturday night, we've got the 49ers going into Seattle. This is where I'm going to follow my dad's instructions and not pick with my heart, even though I'd say that worked pretty damn well last week, didn't it, Dad? You're going to be perfect, and I'm going to be 3 for 6. Regardless, I'm going with Seattle here. I think Seattle will knock San Francisco out. I think San Francisco has been playing incredibly well, but the injuries they keep sustaining are so significant to the team, most recently George Kittle. Their defense being depleted, I think Sam Darnold and JSN are about to have a game. Much as I love CMC and as great as I think he is, I don't think he and Juwan Jennings are going to be enough to keep up with the Seattle offense. Also, the Seattle defensive line I'm expecting to really just bully Brock Purdy around. And that doesn't necessarily mean I think they're going to get, 5-6 sacks, anything. They very well could. But I think the plan is going to be to suffocate him, and I think Seattle's going to execute at that quite well. I'll take Seattle to win this game 27-17.
The San Francisco 49ers visiting the Seattle Seahawks in their own stadium. It's a pretty banged up 49ers team. Kittle is out. I think their leading receiver might be McCaffrey, and he's kind of their leading everything. So if the Seahawks focus on stopping him, I think they've got a real good chance of winning this game. The negative thing for the Seahawks, if there is one thing that they need to worry about, is Sam Darnold. A couple critical games for the Vikings. He choked it away, and I could see that happening here again. Saleh put together a tough defense against him. It's going to give the 49ers a chance. I just don't think they're going to be able to do it in this game because they're so banged up. I have to pick the Seahawks as much as I hate to. I think they're going to win this game 24-19 and move on to the next round.
Now moving on to Sunday at 2 p.m., we have Houston going into New England. I don't think any of these picks have been an easy one so far, and this is honestly probably the hardest of them all. I mean, you got Houston with the defense that I think could shut down an army. Then you got the Patriots, who I think are a little bit more of a well-rounded team, and a head coach who has a master degree when it comes to executing a game plan. Just talked about that with my buddy last week, Mike Vrabel. He's born for this. The Texans want to win this game. CJ Stroud is going to need to go back to rookie form CJ Stroud. Not this guy that throws up a shit game and then taunts fans on the way out like he was the MVP of it or something. Also, with Nico Collins possibly not playing, I've heard that he's not going to. I've heard that he might be able to as of when this video is being recorded. Regardless, that's not doing me any favors to pick Houston either. I think New England will win this game, and I'm going to go in a gritty 16-23 ball game.
The Texans at the Patriots. An interesting game. Should be a defensive battle. Texans with the #1 defense. They sure have played well the last, half of the season. Tremendous last week going against the Patriots offense. Patriots still, that center, Bradbury, he used to play for the Vikings. I don't understand how he's holding his own. I don't think he holds his own very well in this game. Drake May has played really well, and the Patriots are kind of a hot pick. I like Mike Vrabel a lot, but I think somehow, some way, the Texans managed to confuse him enough to win this game. I don't think the score is going to be very big. It's going to be something like 16-10, but I'll have to take Houston over the Patriots. I think they hold them out this game.
And moving on to the final game, we got Sunday night, 5:30 showdown. The Rams are going into Chicago. Listen, as much as I want to pick with my heart, as much as I want the Bears to win, I don't believe they're going to. The good news for Chicago is the Rams have proven that they can be broken, they can be exploited, they can be beaten. But sadly, each and every one of those things also applies to the Chicago Bears. They have their weaknesses. And also, Chicago this week is not playing Jordan Love in the Packers. They're playing Matt Stafford in the Rams. They're playing Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. They're playing Kyron Williams. They're not playing Matt LaFleur, who couldn't coach his way out of a cardboard box. They're playing a Super Bowl champion in Sean McVay. I think Caleb is going to be smothered. I don't think DeAndre Swift is going to be able to get out of the box. I think the Rams are going to pummel the Bears here. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to go 30-17. Walter, prove me wrong.
The Rams hosting the Bears. First of all, Bears, thanks for making me wrong. Thanks for beating the Green Bay Packers. There's nothing better that I'll enjoy than to see Green Bay lose, especially in the first round of the playoffs. And as long as Matt LaFleur is there, they're going to continue to lose. Hell, I think they were like 13-3 3 years in a row and couldn't get there. So keep Matt LaFleur. Don't get rid of him, Green Bay. Keep him. He's really good. Anyway, in this game, we got the Bears going to host the Rams. Sean McVay against Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson really showed his oats that last game, didn't he? Locker room. I love him for what he said in the locker room. I won't repeat it on here because I had a nasty word in it, but that was great. Anything to downgrade the Packers, I'm all for it. The thing that concerns me about the Bears is the defense. I still, Dennis Allen, I still don't think he's a good defensive coordinator. They need to make a change there, but they're hanging in there with that offense and the miracles that Caleb Williams somehow manages to pull off. But in this game, I think the Rams are going to get the best of them. I'm sorry, Bears fan. Maybe I'm wrong again on the pick and you guys move on. I like the Rams 24-16. Hey, all you WyattzWorld junkies, I hope you have a good one, and maybe I'll see you for the conference championship. See you then.
And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for my NFL divisional round predictions. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to advance this week. And as always, if you want to show support, please do it because I appreciate any and all help. However, in the meantime, I'm going to hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. And as always, I will see you in the next upload.